Hello everybody and welcome back to Hutan Pantai. So we're still in October and it's going to be a busy month. We have the olives to harvest over here. It'll be the biggest olive harvest we've ever done. We're going to do that today. And also we do have the grass fields. There's two grass fields which we own, 26 and 32. And I don't know, it might be a little bit too late putting fertilizer on. It is 50% because it is a grass field, so you automatically get the fertilizer, the first application. But if we can get a second application, that would be great. Looking at it, it's not fully grown, even though it does say ready to harvest. But yeah, never actually tried to fertilize when it says ready to harvest. So we'll give that a go. But first things first, let's just make sure there's nothing outstanding. I don't think there is. I think we're doing okay. Now, yes, this would be a good opportunity to build another dairy. And actually I have two things that I want to build. The dairy and, as it has just been released on ModHub, the cold store. Yes, it is actually an American style cold store, but it doesn't matter. It'd be good if there is one released for various other regions of the world as well. But this is a good start. Certainly a good step in the right direction. So if I can just find it first of all. Oh, nice. It's actually only £20,000. I was looking for buildings worth about 100 and something. And yeah, we're right down there in just 20,000. So I don't know if it's going to fit around here. It probably isn't. So I think, yes, this area is quite full. We're probably going to have to... Oh, I suppose it could go here. But then that's not really next to our productions. Ah, crikey. Would it go there? Well, I suppose what we could do is we could put it here if we were to clear some of the trees, because that's not too far to go at all. So maybe we'll do that actually. I know these trees are not ready, but we don't need to do all of them. We don't need to take them all down. We just need to take some down, and this would be good because it is so close. So we can no longer accept storing perishable goods in a standard hot shed. We're going to have to put it into the refrigerated hangar, as it calls it. Yep, so that is the plan. And I know someone's going to say, oh, I can't believe you're taking those trees down so early. Don't worry, we've got loads of trees. So I'll just whiz through, chopping enough down to be able to fit the refrigerated hangar into here. I'll probably just call it a refrigerated shed, to be honest. And we'll put them onto a trailer, and they can go to probably the rented sawmill, because that one is the one that's really desperate for wood. Can't see the wood for the trees. Okay, is that enough? I'll do two more. Oh no, three. I think we've got two over here. And we're going to need Stumpy Grindy. Yeah, on Skiddy, of course. Right, there we go. So hopefully that is going to be a big enough area. I might have to take a few more down, but it doesn't matter if I do. So off camera, I'm going to strip off all the branches because that's, not, a bit of vomit inducing if you're watching it in a time lapse. Not the best. So yeah, I'll just go crazy, and I'll see you in a second. Whoa! We're not playing Dodgems. Well, I wonder if that is a big enough area. Oh, I was getting out of there all right before. Okay. So, let's have a look here. Let's get back into silos. There it is. It's going to obviously get upset about the stumps, but we're going to get rid of them. Yeah, I think it'll fit. Maybe there's just one more tree. Would it be worth... Yeah, I think probably take this one tree down here. Yeah, so it looks like the auto mod also does the logs as well, which is really nice, although... I think it only really works with the bigger trailers. I should have really brought my big trailer across here. There we go. Right. I'll let you overtake. I am a slow-moving vehicle. So it's probably not going to come to much, but it's just extra, and it clears the piece of land for us to be able to build the refrigerated shed. So it's all good. Let's go and see how much we can boost the amount of wood that we have in the big sawmill by. It's probably going to be like, I don't know, 10,000 litres, but that's still 10,000 litres. We mustn't grumble. Is there anything this truck can't do? Just imagine all the abuse that I have put it through. Just to remember all those episodes where I was just pushing it to its limit. And I'm still doing it today, poor thing. In the earlier episodes, I was actually saying I was going to replace it with just an equivalent new model of this. But as it turns out, even without repairing it, it's been fine. We're going to keep it forever. So, what have we got? We've got a total of 2,996 litres in storage already. Oh, okay. And now we've got 7,175. So that was not very good. It goes to show that growing them big is worth it, but I wasn't even cutting them down for the wood. We're literally doing it just so we have space for the cold store, which we're going to go and build. Let's go and build it. Let's munch through these stumps. Welcome to our refrigerated shed. That looks good, doesn't it? Looks really good. I think £20,000 for this is an absolute bargain. Now, yeah, we can open it up as well. We can see inside. Wow, look at this. Who would have thought this was just in the woods? Oh no, I've got trees coming through. Well, luckily we can just take that tree down, because that does detract from the experience when you see a tree coming through the wall. Which tree is it? It must be this tree here. Actually, I'm surprised that tree there wasn't coming through. Well, sorry, tree. Actually, when the tree gets taller, the foliage will go up. So, I could have left it, but no. We mustn't. That's better. Oh, it is coming through. Well, we'll leave that one. Just ignore that branch. So, yeah, this is going to be so interesting to see. Actually, I haven't looked at a list of different products that are accepted, but eggs is certainly perishable, so I would certainly expect eggs to be included. Yeah, well, there is a trigger button there, but I was just, you know... Ah, okay. So yeah, you've got to put them inside. Oh, that's a door. We'll try that again. Alright, this should work. Perfect. And you can even see them stacked up inside on the racking. This is exactly what should have been in the game from the start. A cold, refrigerated building for perishable products, because you just can't keep eggs in the sunshine and then still get full price for them. If anything, you should be getting a fine for selling rancid eggs. It's revolting. So anyway, yes, we'll get the rest transferred across as well. And we'll probably end up needing multiple storage sheds, because we do get a lot of products. We could have one just for eggs and one for the dairy products. Oh yes, and we need to have everything. Yeah, I think it's going to pick up all the pallets eventually, although it does seem to be leaving partially filled pallets currently, even though oh yes, I've got it, yeah, it's filtered to full only. We'll have any. Although in the future I will just try and only deliver full ones. We almost had an omelette there. Hey, the racks are filling up. This is great. Oh, I love it. This is so good. You see, you just got to wait sometimes for the mods to come out because they improve the game even more. I don't think we're going to get it all into one load here, but that's okay. We'll come back for those two, and actually we might have some more eggs. Nope, no, I've only just done them. That's good. And then we just have the dairy products. We need to build the dairy. I don't know where to put the third dairy, but we do need to put it somewhere. Yeah, this is in keeping. You know when you build something and you think, oh, maybe I shouldn't have put that there, it looks terrible. Well, I'm certainly not getting that with this building. It looks really nice. I just think it's amazing, actually, how you can have such a natural looking environment, and then within just a few meters you have this clean, refrigerated building. Well, it's cleanish. No nitpicking. Right, last pallet load. Well, 2 loads. And then we'll get the dairy put up somewhere, wherever it may be. Well, there's 3. How can I not count? Wasn't paying attention. I'm doing this now, but the price for eggs is actually almost at its best. So we'll be getting all these out again in, well, just, I don't know, a month. It's really more of a demonstration. Yeah, next month we'll be getting them all out. But that's good, because it means they can be nicely refrigerated for this busy month that we have just here. So there we go. We've got our refrigerated hangar capacity. Only 38 out of 400. That's fantastic. In that case, we won't need a second building. Even with the amount of product that I'm going to be producing, we're never going to fill that, I don't think. Well, never say never. I won't say never. I better keep that door closed, otherwise it's not going to be refrigerated. And then, but we can keep this one open. That's fine. Okay, right. So, where can we put our third dairy? Let's just get into the correct buildings. Yeah, sorry, it's a factory. Wow, that's big. How is that the same price? Is it a faster production? Must be. Look at the size of it. It makes this one look totally overpriced. Well, I am going to struggle actually to build this one here, because I don't really have anywhere at this top farm. So I think we're going to have it over here. In this yard. Does that overlap another object? Interesting. I wanted it here, really. I don't see what it's overlapping. There's nothing there, is there? Put it on free mode. We'll find out later. And we'll do a little bit of painting. Looks like this farm has the tiles, so we'll have the tiles, or the plate, sorry. It is a bit narrow going through there, so that's probably better. And this should have been plated. Tidy the place up a bit, make it look more presentable. Don't know what that random patch is just there. Probably where the shed used to be. And we'll get over there. Let's have a look. Well, we can probably see it from here. Right, yeah, so storage for milk is 72. Goat's milk is 29, and buffalo's 15,000. Oh, it's the same. Okay. It's just a much bigger building to build. But it doesn't matter, we've got the space down there. No problem at all. So, well, really, I think we've probably got too much here for this truck, haven't we? Let's have a look. Well, anything is better than nothing. Yeah, not going to be able to do it in one go. There we go. I should have just used the curtain cider. But this works too, somehow. It shouldn't work, should it? We're actually stacking onto the handles of the milk churns. Certainly have big milk tanks here. So with them delivered, we can now activate the goat's milk production. So anything which basically involves goat's milk. I think, should we just bottle it? Could do goat's cheese. It's 3 to 6, 10 to 20. So they're both as good as each other, really. I'll probably just do both. And eventually we'll no doubt have some buffalo milk. In fact, we've got a lot, haven't we? Have we still got a lot over here? I think we do. I never did transfer it. Yeah, 20,000 litres. Let's get that transferred. And this is going to be needed here soon in December to sell the bread, which looks delicious. Much tastier than the bread in FS22, which looked a bit burnt. Better yet, we'll have this trailer here, although we'll probably need it for the wood first, but it can be here, just in case we do the bread. Although we've got 2 of these trailers, so we can probably just use the other trailer. Got 2 tankers over here. One is supposed to be for water, but they've sort of got mixed up. I wish you could lower the air suspension on the truck so we could get underneath there better. But you can on ETS2, that's amazing. Right, so as we know, the storage for water buffalo milk is not very big in these dairies, so we're going to have to bring some of it back up here. As we've got too much for this dairy, we will absolutely fill it. Love my shortcut, it's a good shortcut. Great to see the train doesn't stagger anymore. It was stuttering after one of the updates, so that's much better. So smooth! Love that. Okay, so 64% full. Our efforts have been worth it, because that is, although it doesn't sound like a lot, well, it is a lot, isn't it? But it doesn't sound like mind-blowing, but really I think money-wise that is going to be mind-blowing when we get that put into our dairy. To make mozzarella, we're literally just going to make mozzarella with the buffalo milk. So in it goes. Buffalo mozzarella, activate. And yeah, as I said, 15 is going to be the limit there, so we are going to hit 100%. There we go, it's full. Also, I do need to address something because I think I did have something set incorrectly before. Okay, maybe yeah, maybe a misunderstanding from a viewer then. I think somebody said my bread wasn't activated, but it is, so it's all good. It's all good. No need to worry. Don't panic. Let's go and get a bit more milk from our other water buffalo shed. And then, once we're all done there, I'm going to quickly try to fertilise one grass field. And yeah, then we're going to do the olive harvest. The biggest olive harvest we've done. If the grape production has finished, we're going to sell that as well. Ooh, 4,600 litres here. So we're going to top up the other 2. Don't think we'll fill all 3, but it's going to be good. Yeah, one thing's for sure, we do not need any more water buffalo. I think we're doing alright. Although they're going to start breeding, aren't they? So we are going to end up with even more. Might have to start selling the milk as it is. In its raw form. Yeah, so we're not going to fill them as expected, but super good. And we'll leave that there. Oh. Good. So, into a tractor which can take the sprayer. Should we dump the barley? I thought it was quite full, actually. Yes, it's quite full. Oh, I still have my spreader. I need to sell that. I've been saying that for quite some time. This is the grape production. We're finished with grapes now. So I'll just find it on here. There are 128 litres of raisins, so we can just change the output to selling. Move on to 10 o'clock. And a bit of money will come into the bank account. What was it, about £300? And with that done, we can sell the production. So it was good, but it's just a lot easier to do olives. We don't have to do the pruning or anything like that. So my sprayer is in here. Yeah, I don't mean to act dumb or anything, it's just normally I don't spray once it's showing ready to harvest, but I know that things would change in the most recent patch. I believe you get more yield if you leave it 3 months to be fully grown to the highest grass you can get, regardless of if it says ready to harvest. This may do nothing, but it's worth trying. I'm expecting it to do nothing because it does say ready to harvest. Yep. Nothing. So once it says ready to harvest, even if it's not at full height, you can't fertilise anymore. But that's fine. We're still going to get a really good cut off that when we cut it, which will be probably not too long from now. So this brings us on to our final big job, which really is going to be a big job, the olives. So actually it'd be good to have a lower trailer for the olives. I don't know what the most suitable trailer would be. Grapes have got their own trailer. It's an actual grape trailer. I'm thinking something like that would be ideal because it's quite low and it's not tiny. That would be quite good. Although equally that would be probably quite good. Double the capacity and only a little bit more expensive. Personally, I don't like dolly trailers. I can really see their handiness. Ooh. Yes, they're very handy. I'm always drawn to this one, just because of what it looks like. But is that being a bit narrow-minded? Possibly. No, we'll go for this. This seems to be the obvious choice. We actually don't need a cover. So we'll go for this. We'll buy that. And I think now that we know exactly what we're doing with the olives, the fact that we are doing olives on a much bigger scale, I think if we can afford it, which we should be able to, we'll buy the harvester. So if I can find it, which I'm absolutely useless at, there it is. Okay, so what's the difference here? We've got 18 miles per hour, up to 4,000 litres, 18 miles per hour, up to 4,000 litres. So it's just a price difference. Yeah, so we'll go with, although yeah, if we max it, it's still cheaper. Yeah, still cheaper. So we'll buy this one. There we go. And I don't know, I don't think we can tow it back with the harvester. It's a shame. But obviously it doesn't really facilitate a tow bar because of what it is. Oh, it's the same. I didn't even think about that. It's the same colour. I was just going with that sort of orangey colour because it looks good. Okay, let's get this up to the top farm and I'll go and get a tractor to pull the trailer back. So we've still got our goat friends over there, and I am going to sort them out. What I'm going to do, not today, well maybe, no not today, because I don't think it's the right month for growing. You can't plant the olives. Which month would it be? Let's have a quick look here. Olives can be planted in March, April, May and June. But yeah, there is a tool, there is a mod which you can get, and you can basically take all of your goats out of the enclosure, you put them into this handheld tool, it's very clever, and then you can do whatever you want to do. You can move them from pen to pen or whatever. And yeah, in our case obviously would be planting more olive groves, because the only reason why I can't do it is because they're all there in a big huddle. And the game thinks there's like a building there or something, I don't know. But yeah, we can do that, and then we can put the goats back in to their enclosure again once I have built the olive grove extension. Delicious. I love olives. Do you like olives? Comment down below. Do you like olives? I do think they are very nice indeed. But yeah, that's what we're going to do when the right month comes along. But we're going to continue. You can also use steering assist, GPS, for this, but I can't because it's on a hillside and it upsets it. It makes the machine actually drive into the row of olive trees, so we just can't do it. It's my biggest regret, building this on uneven ground. It looks good, but it stops things like the GPS from working properly. Although I don't really mind too much, I'm quite happy just to do a bit of steering. I might hit it occasionally. But these olive trees do look good. And there is before and after, left and right. We're going to be producing olive oil out of these. Could just sell them as they are, but no, we're going to do it olive oil. Do we still have the oil mill rented? We do, don't we? No, we don't. Well, we've still got our small oil mill, and we might. In fact, we probably will be able to put them all into there. So that's what we can do. Anyway, look at them. Just sat around as if it's their own land. It is a glitch, by the way. They should be within the boundary. They've got all that land, and yet they choose to be here. And I'm guessing Giants can't fix it because, well, this has been an issue for a while now. It's kind of funny. It's a funny glitch. Maybe when I remove them and build my, well, I should say grow my olive trees here, maybe they won't come back. Maybe they'll stay within their designated area. That would be nice. I'll have to make a point to fertilise this olive grove for next year. With everything going on, I forgot. Also, I hope that I can get to the end without it becoming full. I think we will. It's not filling up that quickly. But I'm pushing my luck a bit here. I just love the central feed. I think with the New Holland one we're offset, the cab is offset. Well, it's always central feed, but the cab is offset. So we're sat dead in line, so it makes it a lot easier to stay aligned. Right, I've got 10% left. I think we'll fit. Yeah. The gathering is here, and I've tried to avoid them. They don't even move. They see the machine coming and they just stand there. Look at that. And there's even little babies here. Little kids. I like your beard. Okay, right, let's go back to the other end and we'll tip this into the trailer and then we can go to the oil production. We can get that started, olive oil production. It's very good. It's a good load. Now, will this fit in here? This shed has sort of become the olive shed. Oh, it's not going to fit. Look, the beacon. In fact, everything is not going to fit. That's annoying. Well, we'll put it over here. There we go. So our grand total was 10,595 litres. I think that's very good. So actually the first trailer I found would have been big enough, but this is even better. This made even more sense. Dump the olives. It looks like we do have a pallet of rice bran oil here. Okay, the limit is 6,000 litres, so yeah, it's not big enough, but we can probably just leave that unloading. We do have a good handful of trailers now, so it's likely not going to be needed. That can be our olive trailer. It can just be like a storage expansion. Yep, so that's storing. And what do we actually have here? We've just got the one pallet, I believe. Yeah, so when is rice bran oil at its best price? We don't have much, so we don't even need to wait for the best time. Rice. Why can't I see it? Rice bran oil. Oh, it is just called rice oil. June. That's annoying. Well, in that case, put this back on again. I'm going to use my muscles just to move that to there. There we go. Good. Right, well, everything seems to be in order. Olive oil is being produced. Which means I think we are pretty much done. I will just get some water. And I put some water in all of these greenhouses. And whilst that's filling up, I will check the map because I get the feeling I've missed something. I am sure there was another field to do in October. I know we've got the grass. Maybe not. Okay. No, it must have just been the olives then. So yeah, that's the other investment we want to make. The Krone Big M. I'd love to be able to buy it instead of rent it. I think for this year we're just going to have to rent it again. But this should be the final time. So if I ever find the category for mowers, which I'm so bad at. There we go. Yeah, so I was looking at that before thinking, oh, it's more expensive to have the Krone design, but actually there is a minus. It says plus minus. I think the plus is just there by default, but actually it is minus £10,000. Well spotted. I did see the comments about that, so thank you everybody. And do we need, because what we're going to do, are we doing silage or are we doing hay? Do we need an attacher? I think we're doing silage. Yes, we're doing okay for hay, as you can see. But at the same time, how well are we doing over here? Oh yeah, the horses do need some hay, I know. We'll give them some when we do the feed mix, which won't be long from now. Still quite a bit here, 185,000 litres. So, it would make sense to actually cut the grass in November, meaning there's not really any point in staying in October unless we're going to drill a winter crop. Which we're probably not. We're probably going to just put spring crops in. So yeah, I think next time we'll move on to November. And then we'll cut all the grass. We'll do silage. There may well be a need for more food today. Oh, good grief. Yeah. They are going to take a lot of food. Okay, so we'll do one mix today at least. And then there's going to be loads more tomorrow. Yeah, so next time what I'll do is I'll put a whole load of this silage into a trailer, is the big red trailer, and then we'll take it down to the other farm and then we'll dump it on the ground and then we can use the other ingredients that are down there already to make the mixtures down there. So we don't have to keep coming up here every time, that would be really slow. But what I really need is a placeable production. for TMR. So we just dump all the ingredients in, just like what the water buffalo shed is, but the problem is it's just too slow. It produces the food, it mixes the food way too slowly. So we want to just have it, put all the ingredients in, and then we can just go underneath a pipe, press refill, and then we can totally fill a trailer, and then put it into their trough. So anyway, this is 45,000 litres, it's going to go some way. Not too far, but it's going to help. There are my other ingredients. Mostly straw, but we've got hay. We'll use up all the hay next time, that's for sure. Okay, I'm always set to the wrong side. It didn't change. Ah well, as long as it's going into the trough, it doesn't even matter. There we go. Yeah, it's an amazing machine. You can unload on all corners. 4 unloading points. So we are going to leave it here. You can see that's given them something at least. We are full with slurry too. Good grief. Okay, well thank you so much for watching everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed the episode. And until next time, see you again very soon. Bye for now.